EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Jake Moody to kick off.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Right away, they'll change the look.
Ready.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, that carry just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The bus had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your cuts. You've got to get some of those grimy yards, don't you? You got to go inside and run through people, just as Jerome Bettis did. That's what we've seen him do as well.
Red, 38. Striker, swing back. Hut.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Colt defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Here is third down and 4.
33-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Check, Hut.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
White. Smash, red. Go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 40 up to the 41.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Green. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Now Marshall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Colts at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
You talk about this Rams defense. They've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To throw. Green. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They work now on 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
It's 4th down.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Ethan Evans on now to punt.
For the Rams.
This is fielded at the 27. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. The play fake. Green. And he's got Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today. And that is off the left
wide. It's no good.
And no good. Jake Moody to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Powering his way forward. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Let's go now. 33, yellow.
Now they'll shift things around.
Yellow. Steel, black. Hut, hut.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught. Puka Nakua. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
On the double.
That's good for a Rams first down.
Ready.
A gain of 18 on the play.
22.
And a Rams first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Ready, ready. Set.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. So third and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on third and 2.
First down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Red, 38. Cycle. Ready.
A give to Barkley out of the gap. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Blue striker.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it'll be brought down by the Colts. The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 16.
Red, yellow.
The play action fake, they'll look to throw. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. Down to the 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
Jake Moody to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And the good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Ready.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Yellow. Shot.
Now they'll change things up.
White. Black shot. Blaster. 6. Hut.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. So we got a traffic there, and that's complete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Rams.
38. Dog red. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And the defense closes quickly there, and they'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
Let's go.
Tutu Atwell. It's a gain of 6. And it's
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready. Red. 30. Green. Red. Steel. Black.
They'll look to throw. Goes to the right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Red. Here we go. Step you. Yellow. Black. 95. Red. Yellow. Check.
They'll look to throw again. Pass complete there to McCool. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Black shot. Blaster. 6.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Colts' 13-yard line.
Ready?
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. That's a microcosm of how it's gone for their rushing game so far this year. 29th in the league on the ground.
Yeah, it's a great illustration of what we're seeing because these problems go back to the offensive line. You can't give guys free access to your backfield. Can't let these free runners come and get them because free runners turn into free hitters.
Now a 3rd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage.
Set. 52 Blue.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
Blue. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready. Yellow. Green jack.
The slot man in motion right.
Set.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Ready.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Will Riker to kick off.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. A solid stiff arm. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10. And here's Marshall. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to widen their advantage.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
For the extra point.
Extra point try now for Moody. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
21, Rams 3. Jake Moody to kick off.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
Williams on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Down.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. That's quickly to Atwell on a slant. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Rams first down.
Ready. Blue 32. Hut.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll make it second down.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
What's set? Ready. 50. Green. Needle blue. Ready.
He'll look to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Well, how about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
A gain of 4 yards.
4th and short. They had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know what's interesting about the NFL nowadays? Oftentimes in short yard situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
Now they'll audible to something else.
38-yard line.
2nd and 5. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 28. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Will come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Shot. 17.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
Yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Blue striker. Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Black, 95. White, white. Ready?
Now back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Ready, 33. Yellow. 10 cycles. Claws red. Ready.
Looking to throw. And it's caught.